So what is up, Africana fam? Young Africana back at it again. Today's video is sponsored by Yolissa Hair. I have their Water Wave 13x6 lace frontal wig in 28 inches, and the density is 250%. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and carve out my ear tabs, and then I'm going to be using my scissors just to cut around the ear tabs just so we have the wig nice and snug. Now I'm going in with my Lancome Tint Idol foundation in the color 555 to tint my lace, and I'm going in with my Gossipy Free Spray to kind of seal the makeup so it doesn't transfer while I'm applying it onto the glue. Now I took my 91% alcohol and I just cleared off my forehead for any residue, and then using my Erica J Skin Guard to prep my hairline for the glue. Now I'm going to be using the Erica J Hold Me Down adhesive, and I'm just going to apply 2 layers around the perimeter of my hairline, and then use my popsicle stick just to smear that glue down so we have a nice and even base. And again, make sure that the layers dry completely clear before you apply another one. And once you see it dry clear, immediately apply your lace. And I'm just applying it. I'm not really mushing it in until I got my placement. And then once I saw that I got my placement, then I'm just going to go ahead and press it down. Now I'm using my baby scissors. My razor was not cooperating with me today, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my sharp little baby scissors. And I'm cutting in a jagged motion just to cut my lace off. And then I'm going to go back in with the glue just for any pieces that I feel like I didn't get to glue down. And then I'm going to use my scissors again just to cut off any lace that's still lingering around that I do not want. And then just use your comb just to kind of smear the lace and let it mesh into the glue. And yes, I know that the lace is a little bit lighter than me, but I went ahead and I used foundation, and it's gonna be fixed, you guys. So don't exit out this video and be like, she's doing a horrible job. Nah, it's gonna be late. You feel me? It's gonna be late. But now I'm gonna be using my Gossipy Free Spray, and I'm gonna apply that all over my hairline, and then using my blow dryer on medium heat just to press down that glue and to melt it even further. And you want to make sure that it's pretty dry before you apply your elastic band. You don't want your elastic band to be on your hairline, and then once you take it off, like the glue is sticking onto the elastic band. It's just not a cute look, you guys. And I'm so over here, just pretty much just like putting foundation on my lace just to make it a little bit darker. And now I'm just taking out my baby hairs. Today's baby hairs is going to be a little bit more extra, but that's because we're doing, a slick back, you feel me? So, yeah, you guys, I want it to be a little extra today, like, come on, come on. If you got long hair and you're not doing baby hairs, baby girl, what is you doing? Nah, but I'm going to go ahead and use my hot comb, and I'm using it on the highest heat setting, and I'm just pressing down my baby hairs just to prep it so it's nice and flat. We want a nice flat, seamless baby hairs. And I'm going to also press down my hairline as well, because again, we're going for the sleek look. We don't want no humps or lumps or nothing. You feel me? We going for the sleek look. Now I'm just going to apply my elastic band, and I let that sit for about 15 minutes, and then I took it off, and as I can see, we are melted, honey. And fun fact, believe it or not, you guys, baby hairs actually help your install last a lot longer than you having no baby hairs. So for all my baby hair warriors that hate baby hairs actually make your install last long, just to let y'all know. So yeah, but now I'm using my raggedy razor, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut my baby hairs. The middle part, or the front part of my baby hairs, were a little bit shorter than the sides. I kind of wanted it like that because I'm going for this specific hair or baby hair look that I'm going for. A lot of people are doing it now, and I thought it was cute, and I wanted to try something new, and I thought I did pretty okay for my first time. Let me know. It's a little bit hard, but once you get the use of it, or once you get the hang of it, you're going to be Gucci. But yeah, I'm just carving out my baby hairs. I'm using my Nairobi setting lotion, and I'm just applying down my hairline, and I'm using my comb just to form those baby hairs. And again, make sure that your hands are very light. You don't want to be heavy-handed because your lace will lift. Even when you're not even heavy-handed, sometimes the lace lift, and that's just regular. But once you tie it down and everything, you're gonna be good. And now I'm just using my head wrap, and I'm just going to let that sit. I let that sit for about 45 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I use both my head wrap and my elastic band just so that it's really like drying and it's pressed down. And yeah, I let that sit for about 45 minutes. I usually sit for 30 or until it dries, period, because you know different hairs dry differently. But just make sure it's dry before you take it down. And now I'm using my argan oil, or my Human Nature argan oil mousse with the mixture of water just to prep my curls. And this hair is a water wave, so it's kind of like a loose wave. It's between like a loose wave and deep wave. And I really do like this hair pattern, you guys. It's dope. I really mess with it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just combing my hair back just to kind of see how it looks. I didn't really have to do this part right then and there because I was going to do my makeup and I'm going for a wet look, so I didn't have to do it, but I just wanted this. I was feeling y'all, so I wanted to see how it was going to look, and it looks good. But now I'm just taking my baby hair comb and I'm combing out those baby hairs because I ain't want that, you know, fresh out the womb kind of baby hairs. I still want them to look sleek but still have like that soft look as well. So like we're going for the in-between look today. And I went ahead and just cut off any hairs that were short, and I'm using my spritz and the brush part of my baby hair comb just to sleek it down so it doesn't move and give it that sleek look without it having that crunchy look. You feel me? Like, again, we're going in between. And then I'm just applying the spritz all over my hairline. And then I'm going to use my hot comb just to press it down so we really get that sleek and neat looking kind of hairline, guys. That's the trick. That's the trick, you guys. It's the spritz. Now on to makeup. I am using my ColourPop lippy sticks. This is a black lippy stick. Lippy sticks aren't a thing for ColourPop no more, so there's no point if you guys have been trying to go ahead and try to buy this because there's nowhere to be found. It's discontinued. So I'm just applying that. You can use any gel pot that's black. And I'm applying that all over my lids. And I'm using my finger just to kind of diffuse it. And then I'm going into my Umo Beauty Poise palette. And I'm using, it's black, y'all, as the powder part for my smoky eye. We're going for a smoky eye today, you guys. So you need a gel before you apply your powder, just to set it. And then I'm going into that dark brown in that same palette. And then I'm going into my Morphe 9D palette and I'm using that orange as my transition color. And then you want to just make sure you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until like your colors pop out. Now I'm using my De La Rue loose pigment in the color white gold because I kind of wanted to match the aesthetic of my headband, you know. I was being extra, but whatever. Now I'm using my Lancome Tinted Gold in the color 555 and then my Fenty Beauty in the color 470, and I am just going to mix those two up and then buff it out with my buffer brush, yeah. And then I'm using my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the color Deep Bronze, and we're just going to apply that on the highlighter parts of my face. And then I'll be using my foundation brush just to buff out those edges. Just so that we have a nice gradient from foundation to concealer. We don't want no harsh looking kind of, we're not going for harsh, you guys. And now I'm going in with my damp beauty blender. I'm just going to go ahead and blend out that concealer. And then now I'm going into my heart-shaped tape in the color Rich. I'm going to go ahead and apply that as my second concealer under my eyes because I want that very, snatch looking, my Chanel bag is gone type of look, you guys. So I went in with a second concealer. And I'm just going to let that sit for about 5 minutes and then blend it out with my damp beauty blender. And that's how you really get like a pigmented under eye, you guys. Now I'm going into my benign powder in the color Chestnut. I'm just going to apply that everywhere that I applied my concealer at. So in a sense, we're setting our face. Now I'm going into my Saharan Blush Palette Volume 2 in the color Abby as my contour color. You guys, I use the same contour color every single time. It never fails. And I'm just contouring around my face and also my nose as well. And then I'm going back in with the powder just to kind of carve out my contour lines. And then now I'm going in with my MAC Studio Fix powder in the color NW58 just to set my entire face. And then going back into the blush palette, I'm using the color Neo as my blush. Now I'm just using my MUA highlighter in the color Golden Afterglow. And I'm just going to apply that on my cupid's bow and my nose as well as the corners of my eyes as well. And I went ahead and did the rest of my eyes off camera because I didn't really feel like it was necessary. But now onto the lips because my lips is looking extra chapped, So I'm using this regular black lip liner. It's from Italia. You can get off of Amazon. And then I'm going into my ColourPop Lippy Sticks. I don't know the color of it, and it doesn't really matter because it's discontinued. But yeah, I'm just applying that. You can use any red lipstick, to be honest. But we're not going for a matte look today, you guys. We're going for a glossy look. I wanted my lips to look real juicy. So I'm going in with my handy dandy beauty supply store lip gloss. And I'm just going to apply that. It's clear lip gloss. Very essential. Such an essential product, you guys. Like, come on. But now I'm just using my Morphe setting mist. And I'm applying that all over my face. And then using my foundation brush just to pat that setting spray in. And we are pretty much done, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not. What are you doing? Like, come on. Y'all be seeing the slay, and it's only going to get better from here. And if you want to see my progress and just my growth in general, I suggest you to subscribe so you get the drop before the drop even drops. You feel me? So I catch you guys in the next segment. Deuces!